what
in Spanish.
is.
R,
What
¿qué
it
es?
is. I like it.
What it is. So we're going to make sure that both of these streams get picked up this time before we go live. I mean, we're live, but not live.
My mom, her company is BNHO Translation. And BNHO, if you read it like in Spanish, is well done.
Nice.
BNHO.
Now see, it gives you the option
Okay,
to
so
share.
environment, exactly.
Watch this video. So share it. It should be in your notifications. Open up your Facebook. And so it gives me an option to do a watch party.
Oh, okay.
Scroll down. Feed for
Why am I picking that up? Does somebody have their audio on their phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, goodness. All right, good.
I know, this one is the one
YouTube still says that we're sending data.
Okay. No, that's
And
the
this
one.
time. What's up on Facebook?
This one.
But
Yes.
But how do you...
YouTube, it still sends it sending data. Or data.
There we go. Share. We're going to get her to do a watch
I love
party.
that they were watching the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so trippy.
We're going to turn that down. Okay.
Totally. Okay,
And
so now
you're
I'm
going to start your watch party. So now that's sending all
we're
that
in a
out.
watch party. Watch party.
All right.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm so glad that this is my first watch party with someone.
Oh, yeah? Cool.
Yeah.
We're playing Adrian Zelski, Dub Conscious in the background, HGH Seeds, or HGH Seed, and International Hemp Exchange. Still waiting for YouTube to pick it up, but you know what? We have to go. Show must go on.
Yes.
Live from the mighty Wiedwerks airship, I'm Travis Lippert, CEO of Verks Unlimited Limited, better known as Wiedwerks.
And I'm Julie Richardson, Director of Commercialization and Promotions. And today we have the very wonderful Danielle Espinal with Cano Latino. And, you know, we've been meaning to have you on to catch everybody up because we've been doing some really cool stuff together.
Yes.
And now you're on your way to do something even more awesome. And you've got a new cookbook out. You've launched your magazine.
It's been incredible. It's been amazing, and it's been a whole process because, since we started with Canal Latino, this happened for my curiosity to learn more about cannabis and the wellness that I was feeling because of this plant. So I think on that person that started that project and who I am right now, and I love it. I've been having so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
I honestly am, and I've been able to help others. That's the best part. That is what really makes me feel happy. That I've been able to leave this, like a legacy, something that that it can go after generations after I'm gone. This is bigger than everybody. We're building a community, and that is how I feel it. So I love it.
Yeah. Well, and you don't just teach, like you went down and went to Miami and you taught some classes and took Wiedwerks with you, and we were so happy to do that. But you also teach in Spain, and you also teach throughout South America too.
Yes, well, anywhere people like taking me, I love to go, and I love to teach everything that I know. That's the reason why I write the book, because I cannot be everywhere,
Right.
but everybody can go to Amazon and buy it and really have it. I think Travis had one.
Travis, do you have that book?
Oh,
It's back there, I'll get it.
Oh, I have one
Okay.
in the back over there,
Oh, okay.
We'll get it.
so we can.
Yeah.
There is no back there.
Oh, there's a.
Just for
Yeah,
just
we're just.
Oh yeah, well
floating
it's in the other side of the plane.
of the world.
Yes.
That is the front. Where is actually the front of this plane? Are we going?
Where's the front?
Yeah, are we? Is that the front? So that. But are we in the tail,
That's the
or
front.
are we on the? We're underneath.
We're right. Just that thing dangling off the front.
Yeah,
We're kind of on the front.
Okay, we're kind of on the front. You see?
Yeah. I'm going to go verify that. You guys keep talking. I'll be right back.
All right. While he goes and gets that book, let's talk about the magazine.
Yay!
I was, we were super, super excited. When did this launch?
420.
420.
420, yes.
Of this year.
Of this year, we did it. And I remember when I was here, we talked about the launch. It was going to be in Vegas.
Right.
But a few days before we changed it, and we were amazingly blessed. And we were invited by the Marley family to help us to launch the magazine at the very 420 party that they had in Miami.
How
so we flew back to Miami.
That is so crazy.
Yes, thank
just
you,
so
thank
happened
you,
the
thank you.
Marley family.
I love them. All my girls, yes, definitely. Yes, Tanisha and Saba, they're
Hold up
the
this
best.
magazine.
I love you, girls. Thank
Love
you.
it,
I
love
had
it.
fun, and it was amazing. It was I really feel support. Like we were women helping others, and it really feels like a family.
Right. And even in the magazine, you have recipes and health. And,
Yes.
there you have sexual wellness.
Totally.
I don't have to read Spanish to figure that one out.
Exactly.
And then you have a wonderful Feedworks article. Yay!
Yay.
That makes it so cool. It's,
Yay.
I didn't know about that until just now. This is really
Totally.
cool.
Isn't that awesome?
That's the best. I love it. Yeah, close up.
This is really cool.
Totally.
And I just found out about this. What an amazing write-up.
Yay. That is that's actually like it's like the first piece of education in paper,
Right.
which I would love to make it in hemp, I would love to print in hemp, but as we speak right now, it's very expensive, so we
Yeah.
need to work into get more people aware of that. So if people out there can pay hemp, please support hemp, because that's the only way so we can have more and more,
Well, and you vote with
industry.
your dollar and your demands. And people are getting tired. We've heard about the deforestation for long enough. We have a solution, and there's more and more companies coming on board that's seeing the big picture, and getting into plant plastics and papers and fabrics. And I'm ready for hemp to feel like the silky dress,
Totally,
and
yes.
not just a t-shirt.
Exactly. And it could be everything.
There's nothing wrong with wearing t-shirts. It's just not my deal.
Actually, there is a lot of pollution that it also crosses,
Right.
like all the colors,
That's
the
what I've heard.
chemicals that it goes, like that it make your fabric like that are going through your skin. And the same way that you have receptors for cannabinoids, you have also receptors for gross stuff.
Right.
Like there are receptors that are not ready to get that gross stuff or those chemicals that are not good for you. So you're really contaminating your body. So there's research about that. There's a whole movement about eco fashion right now
Right.
in the world.
Basically,
not just
they're
cannabis.
saying as nasty as, a new rug is with the formaldehydes and the fibers and what have you, your clothes are just as bad, if not worse, because of the dyes.
Exactly.
Yeah. I started reading that, and it kind of, it makes you think. It really makes you stop and think about, not only what you're putting in your body. I mean, we know topicals work, and if your skin
Exactly.
doesn't
That's-
absorb anything, how does the topical work?
That's what I'm saying. You
know?
understand the receptors that we have in the
Yes.
skin for cannabis. Those same receptors, if they get in contact with these things that are not good for them, they have to have some harm somehow. And not just that, we are used to use one thing and throw it away, or it's broken and we don't use it anymore, or don't give it any, we don't reuse our fashion, and it's been also set up in piles of garbage
Oh, yeah.
that are contaminated as much as plastic, because they have nylon and they have actually pieces of plastic on.
Yeah,
on
they're
them.
synthetic. Yeah.
We don't think about that either.
Which hemp oil, if it can make plastic, it can make polyesters.
Everything.
Everything.
We can make stretchable fabrics, but we need this is so big. This industry is so big, but that's why the consumer have to ask for the
Right.
things. We're here to
Right.
teach, but we have to go someone out there to bring them the whole industry and make the machines to process that. I'm like, that's on to you guys. Go get it.
And it's coming since the Farm Bill passed, and that means manufacturing should be right behind it.
We have one of the articles. One of the fantastic things about the magazine is that well, of course, everything is amazing, but we have this article that is written by
About the Farm Bill.
Read by Tinta Bonita. She's from Puerto Rico and she lives here in Colorado. She's amazing. Tinta Bonita, love you. And she's actually today in a conference in Puerto Rico.
Nice.
So she's writing for us as well. And this is about the hemp farm bill and kind of like, explain how is that bill and how it changed the whole game. And now exactly what we can do, and that is an opportunity not just for the American market, it's an opportunity for everybody. Actually, the American market needs to be more open right now because our first competitor is China, and it's huge and it's polluted, so we can make better hemp here.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
We
I
really need to- we
I
need
don't
to
want a pair
support
of
that.
flip-flops made out of Chinese hemp.
That's why, and that is beautiful. That support our own economy. So each country also can do the same.
Right.
And that will, boost I think our souls, because we've been losing faith in our business, in our, in everything. But that will help. I have hope.
Well, I was talking to a market researcher, and one of the things that they were suggesting to CBD companies to use in their marketing is to really push the fact that it's organic, Colorado grown, or put it in your marketing where you're finding your resources for your product.
Exactly.
Because there was Chinese CBD that came through Canada and down. And so that put a black label on CBD for both countries. Then people didn't want to do anything; they were getting sick.
Well, exactly. And here in the United States, we also consume a lot of CBD. The amount of CBD that people sell online, I think Dr. O did a research, about the first companies that they were selling. And number one, he found that a lot of them, they don't even have CBD. So in the other thing is it's what I'm saying. The CBD that I think we consume 80% of the CBD from China here in the United States.
Really?
That bad.
It's still that bad. Yeah. And
hopefully next year.
I don't even know who's doing that. Who's doing that?
Well, it's not in the industry. It's outsiders coming in. I was in Ross last night, and there was hemp water.
Really?
Yes.
That's
and
crazy.
Hemp,
What?
hemp facial
From here?
sprays. Yeah. In Thornton.
1 second.
Okay.
All right. I wanted to rip that sticker off. It's messing up the audio.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
We've got a new microphone.
Yeah, I
So
love
we've
it.
been messing with it, but it's definitely prominent. So I figured
Perfect.
Yeah.
we need to put a little logo kind of on like foam board in front of it.
Yeah,
Something that would clip to this, maybe.
Yeah.
exactly. We can fix that, like MacGyver style.
Yeah.
Find what we have here. Make a sign with what we have.
Yeah.
I will do it. Oh yeah, and then another thing that we have in the magazine that before I lost my track again.
Sorry.
No. I'm super. Lady D, my brother used to call me like that for the amount of ADHD that I have.
Oh, Lady Dee.
Lady D.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Lady HD.
Lady HD.
So, this is kind of like one of the most amazing things that I love to show about the magazine. And this is that we talk about in this issue, we talk about the legality. In each where we are distributing in Miami, LA, and Denver. So we have the legality, the legal status for each state.
Right.
Because we totally understand that it's not, easy for everybody to talk about it or to be protected. And that's the first thing that we wanted to protect. We wanted to protect the Latino on the legal side as well.
Right.
Like we all have the right but if we go for the educate side, like if we're polite, if we ask for permission, if we, like if we don't behave like we don't know. And right now we are behaving like we don't know. That's why we have so many arrests and so many, bad behavior if we don't know the rules. And they have these QR codes as well that you can go, and they will take you to, with your smartphone, they will take you to the rest of the legality, like the page directly to the government, where you can, that is also in Spanish. Some things it's not 100% in Spanish, but they can even have an email that they can contact if they have, any questions. So this is
thoughtful.
Really for, helping the community. And we wanted to, people also collect them, and we're going to start even having like the whole collection of the kind of Latino, because it will have new legalities, updates
and
Right.
and that's what we wanted to do. It's more than a magazine for fashion or for it's really a tool of education.
Right.
And the book as well.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to try the flan recipe.
Yeah.
It's going to be the absolutely first one I do.
Totally. I have come in 2 weeks. The book is going to be translated in English. So, and that's the first language that I'm going to translate it. I'm going to do it in Portuguese
Nice.
after that. So we're going to all the market that we can, because it's really necessary. And when I start writing the book, I was at the beginning, I write something so complicated and so like, okay, this is the THC and what happened with your, and then I read it and I was like, okay, who's gonna read that? Someone that have probably our knowledge. But in Spanish, no one have that deep knowledge if you don't live in a country that is legalized or decriminalized.
Yeah.
Because it's really about the culture that you have with the cannabis and they grow up. What we talk about the first time, what my mom told me about cannabis is not the same thing that your mom here. The movies, we don't have the culture of the movies that yes, you're gonna make it and smoke the joint and at the next day you pass the test. No, we don't. Again, but so
that almost has like a curse effect from the intensity from my Latino friends. It was as scary as it was for me to come out. It was way worse for you.
It is, and there's a lot of stigma out there. There's still a lot of people that think that you are a horrible human being and you're gonna be, like running in hell, and because you're trying to save your life with the right medication, because that's exactly what it is. In my case, and the case of a lot of people, especially in states where there's only medical cannabis. So I strongly think that it have to be legalized, that it have to go through process, because I also want the quality of that plant, to be the best one that you put in, everything that you put in your body. The same thing that we were talking about, the fabrics, like everything that you put in your body, it have to be good. So it have to be regulated by someone that don't let people, like pee or use the wrong pesticides. So I ended up with a book that is like the 101 for cannabis. It's the book that you will give to your grandma and she will understand even what the molecules of the cannabinoids are, because I even, find the little drawer and I put it there. So, and I explain it. So people think what I'm, like really goes from, from the not knowing anything and knowing that there's no medical use of cannabis, which is what it says in our Schedule 1 legalization, to understanding there is the pattern of this plant, its own by the United States, and it's
Now,
already
does other
science that prove that.
do other countries have it labeled the same way? Like,
Totally.
it's Schedule 1 in Spain, and it's Schedule 1
Schedule 1 worldwide.
Worldwide.
Because it's like a negotiation, that all the countries have in order to not let drugs destroy the market or in their society. Like if they have to go to pharmaceutical grades, they have to go through labs, they have to go through barriers, legal barriers. So that schedule, that's what is so important to declassify the schedule, that cannabis. Because it really, what it says right there is that it still says that it doesn't have any medical use. Exactly. Talk to the hand. 6630.
The U.S. government.
507.
Say it again.
6630-507. Ese es el número de la patente para que sepan a quién le pertenece la patente del cannabis. Y ahí dice también los usos medicinales. That's in the book. Like I talk about this. Craziness and hypocrisy that we have, but it's as well because by that time they don't have I'm gonna give them the they don't have a tablet. Okay,
right.
Since they don't have tablets, it's okay. They don't know better. So by then, they didn't know, and that they were totally scared. But now it have to be different, and knowing what we know, we have to ask for better everything in our community, and this is the best medication, or at least the best one that we can start trying, because no one is dying. No one ever died for cannabis. So it's the safer medication that we can start trying for, even with our kids. I know it sounds crazy, and a lot of people will say out there like, no, oh my God. But we give kids, we give meth, we give worse things to our kids. Yeah, that was my kid. She knows that I'm talking about her. So I love my kids, both of them.
Beautiful children.
Talk more about that. We give meth to our kids.
Yes, we give meth to our kids, and we give worse things. The law that passed here in Colorado, I think it was May 2nd, about you can have the short-term cannabis.
Right.
If you don't want to have opioids.
Yes.
That's exactly what that law is so supported. Through those bases, like if a kid break his leg, and I say it in any language, if a kid break his leg in the park playing, he goes to the hospital, and you give him Percocet, you give him Oxycontin, you give him medications that are derived with, from heroin,
right,
or synthetics there from that chemical. In 72 hours after that, your kid is going to be an addict, chemically addict, and that's the first
72
thing.
hours
72
later.
hours
That's all it takes.
after that medication is, like taken with regularity in the body.
Yeah.
Your body get chemically addicted. So when they go, I don't know, to college, and that kid was 5, and then they go to college. And of course he feel, like spoiled. He breaks his leg. He was completely drugged. And you were like, no, yeah, baby, whatever. He go to college. He realized that life is not as easy as we think. He tried this drug, and he feels the same feeling when mommy was like petting him. That dude is going to be hooked up forever, emotionally and chemically.
Well, there's a big connection between teenagers and getting their wisdom teeth taken out. Wisdom teeth. Basic thing that you do with kids, teenagers all the time, and them getting hooked on the pain meds. Totally. And then just taking that next step.
And then probably the mom had fibromyalgia, and they are, they're in the house. There's those medications all over the house. So kids have access to that. So it doesn't matter the age you are having an addict with access to the drug. So that's not going to be a good combination.
I remember when my oldest, he took Ritalin, and he had people, he wanted to change his ADD medicine, not because it wasn't working for him, but because he had so many people trying to buy it from him.
Oh.
Yeah. It
Wow.
was bad. It was bad. In the high schools, they will sell their Adderall and their Ritalin and all that stuff.
Wow, that's 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 the worst. And all the drugs that these kids, I think they don't have access to anything because they're kids. They don't have friends other than their friends, kids or whatever. Kids have access to weird things, especially because they do have tablets. And they know how to work technology better than us.
Yeah, yeah.
And I wanted to, I don't know if you know this, but the first thing that people sell online was a bag of weed. Do you know that one?
I didn't know that. I figured it was porn.
It was a bag of weed, and I think it was through two university. Harvard was one of them. I can't remember the other one, but Google it. Ask to
Google
Mr.
it.
Google.
Ask to Mr. Google.
He will respond. You have to have faith in something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the book is here.
Yes.
Yay!
So
So-
you said something
you
that
said
the
this-
publisher.
Translate that for us again, please.
This is what I know plus some recipes.
What I know plus some recipes. So, happy birthday, Uncle Darren.
Yes, that's for Darren.
This is for Darren,
We have to
who will be able to understand all of this, but
totally. Actually, that's super cool. That's from a book, from a really old book, from the 1969. I think and it's an old book called it says here. He's from Jean-Paul Varome. You remember he's the father of psychedelic. So, and this is from 1969. The book is called How to Enjoy Reality. And it talks about, that was a gift that my mom gave me when I started, in this industry. And she kept it when she was a hippie. And then we started a conversation.
I bet.
And then we were like, okay, now we talk.
Absolutely. There's something special about this book. It's the first ever
Yes.
that's in Spanish that's been written directly into Spanish by
It's
cannabis,
the first
right?
recipe book
Yeah.
that has been written in Spanish. All that we had in our culture in Spanish has been translated
Right.
from the English. But this is book, and that's what I'm telling you. When I start to write the book, it was all about, I wanted to tell people what I know, and people have to know this, and they need to save the world and save the plants, and no more plastic, and no one needs that anymore.
Right.
I get super excited. But then I start realizing that was just for me. That was, no one else will really understand. So I created a really easy book for everybody. So, and that is the first time that people that this happened. All we have is been translated. Even the
Right.
easiest one, the 101 of cannabis that you can find in Spanish, they're being translated from a previous book in English. This is the first one, the recipes, because we have amazing ones for cultivation.
Yeah, really?
Yes, we have a really, really good guy that harvests them that is, oh my God, my memory is horrible. And he's super nice. I love him. It will come. It will come. I will not get stressed.
Just don't call me at midnight tonight. Tell me.
I will totally gonna do it, and I will post it there. I totally ask for public forgiveness because he's also translating his book. He's one of the masters of the Korean world in Spanish. Well, of course, he's pretty much the first one. Cervantes is his.
Okay, I wanted to guess, but I didn't want to get it wrong. Jorge Cervantes.
Jorge Cervantes, yes.
Yes.
And I love him. Jorge, yeah. Oh my God, we're together in Colombia.
I didn't want to
for a
get it. I
conference.
so didn't want to get it wrong.
Again, you know, like my mind is, but I'm also a patient, you know. Like. So he's like the pioneer for growing as well, and also this is this is not about grow anything. This is about more cooking because it's more like the delivery method.
How to put it in your life.
Exactly. How do you put it in your lifestyle?
Well, and you don't just have, here's what gets me. People who do these recipe books for cannabis, it's all sweets. It's all it is sweets. It's one sweet after another. And you have different drinks. In here, you have beautiful, it's just gorgeous. This is just gorgeous. This is just absolutely pancakes. And
tortilla de papa.
Mm-hmm. Is that like
Will
a
you read
potato
recipe
pancake?
to us?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
course.
a potato pancake.
Let's pick a.
Oh, no. This is the pancake. This one is the tortilla de papa, which is it's like a Spanish souffle,
right?
Potato. And but the first thing is that the good thing is that I teach how to make the basic, like your sugar, your oil, your butter, your flour, everything, so you can really make everything for a patient. The idea is that everybody who have this book will be able to make her mom with Alzheimer or kid with epilepsy. I send all the good vibes and health vibes for everybody, but sometimes we have those cases.
Right.
In those cases, especially in Latin America, especially outside the United States, especially in states where they don't have edibles, it's hard to find and it's hard to medicate the patients. So this is kind of like the easiest way to make it also day by day.
Right.
And another thing that I love about cooking with cannabis is that you really don't feel that you're sick. You really don't feel that you are different than anyone else. You are just having your your medication through food, and it makes you feel normal, which everybody's looking for that.
Well, for people that have IBS issues, having a little CBD in the food, if you have trouble with digestion, and that really is an added benefit to it too.
Exactly, and that's another thing. All of this is not just like make your brownie with 28 grams and that's it. This is also things that we can do with hemp as well. When we talk about the flower and when we talk about the infusion, it could be cannabis, hemp, or marijuana.
Well, like you taught the class on our CBD isolate.
Exactly.
And I get asked all the time, well, what do you do with this? Why is this? This is power. This little jar of isolate is power.
Exactly. It
you,
is.
You decide.
This is a very common when people ask me, how do you cook with cannabis? And they live in some random state and they have a bunch of questionable weed and they want to know so how do I make, I don't know, spaghetti with, or could we come up with something less Italian than spaghetti? But here's oil infusion, right? And could you, I read just barely enough Spanish to know that, could you read a recipe to us?
But of course, this is really easy. The ingredients are 1 cup of oil, whatever oil that you really love to use to cook. I am using here extra virgin oil.
Though.
Oh, you want me to say it in Spanish?
Please read your cookbook to
Okay,
us.
bueno, pues para hacer el aceite canábico, vamos a ver quién está pendiente. El aceite canábico vamos a necesitar 1 taza del aceite que tú elijas. En este caso, yo estoy utilizando aceite de oliva, pero puedes utilizar el aceite que quieras. Lo que tienes que estar bien pendiente es de la temperatura del aceite, de no quemarlo. Y realmente aquí no vamos a utilizar con temperaturas altas. 5 gramos de flores o shake o cannabis finamente molidito. Tampoco lo muelas mucho, depende mucho del juicio de lo que queramos. Y vamos a tener una olla de baño de María, lo que llaman en inglés un double boiler, un colador fino. Obviamente un peso vamos a necesitar para saber cuánto vamos a poner de nuestra materia de flores y una taza de medir. Primero que nada vamos a descarboxilar las flores y después vamos a colocarlas sobre el baño de María. Aquí dice... Ajá. Coloca tu olla sobre fuego bajo, y en la olla de arriba pon el aceite y deja que se caliente por unos minutos. Te darás cuenta que el aceite tiene más aroma cuando está caliente. Poco a poco vamos incorporando el cannabis, revolviendo hasta que se quede todo impregnado en el aceite. Mantenemos en fuego lento, revolviendo ocasionalmente por 45 minutos. Por lo menos por 45 minutos necesitamos que estén las flores con el calor en, como te digo, temperatura muy muy baja, porque no pueden pasar los 85 grados Fahrenheit. Entonces aquí después ponemos el aceite. Retiramos el aceite del fuego y lo pasamos por un colador, obviamente, para sacar todas las flores, y lo ponemos en un contenedor y listo. Estos aceites aquí también tienen un super tip para lo que es la carboxilización. Super tip. Y así es como hacemos
How many degrees Fahrenheit?
Para este aceite, ves, aquí te dice
350 to 400 Fahrenheit or 180 to 200 Celsius.
El aceite de oliva resiste temperaturas de 350 hasta 400 Fahrenheit. Entonces, entre 180 y 200 centígrados sería más o menos eso. No pasen el aceite de oliva de eso. Y como les dije antes, hay que ver qué tipo de aceite utilizas para que no vayas a quemar tu aceite. Mientras más temperaturas le pongas, vas a hacer que tu comestible sea índico o sativa. The temperature on the edibles is actually what is going to determine if it's indica or if it's sativa.
Really?
Yep. Because you're going to produce more CBN if you pass the the THC transform into CBN, and CBN will make you tired, you sleep delicious. Yes. You have all the good things for a good night's sleep, but it's probably not that you want to have for a party.
Right. So what's the temperature for sativa?
Oh, it's everything below 85 degrees
Celsius.
Celsius.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Uncle Darren.
Happy birthday, Uncle Darren. You're going to have your book. Hope you like it.
It's a great book.
It's a great book.
It is a great book.
I'm telling you.
I think you guys should go out and buy it.
Totally. In the next 2 weeks, it's going to be in English in Amazon. So everybody can have that book in Amazon as well, in Spanish and English.
Nice.
So what do we do?
Oh, wait. I lost it. Yeah.
I want to say hello to everybody that's here.
Yes,
I want to
absolutely.
wave to Negro Luis, Pao, John, Danielle. Wow. I don't have my Lynette. Oh, I love Lynette. Lynette was with me in the Realm of Karen nonprofit the other day. Oh, she's amazing. Everybody for there. Laura Guevara. Oh my gosh, she's my friend from Panama. Well, she's Venezuelan. Vanessa is in Canada. Yeah, Vanessa. Yeah. My mom is here.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Mom. I'm with Julie.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Dave, Javo, Christian. Wow, a lot of people.
Seen David Smith Mitchell, Gretchen,
yes.
Schaffner, Michael Garcia. Thanks for joining.
Thank you. Eric, oh my God, I love Eric. Eric is like, wow, my soul brother in the world. It's actually one of my husband's best friend as well. So
well, and Yadira, Danielle,
Diego.
Oh, Jadira! We love Jadira, right?
Yes,
she's part of also Beaver.
She's sending out some love.
Yay!
She says it's very important to educate this generation and the following to come.
But of course.
Oh,
James says that I'm the best.
She said, imagine when 65% of legal Latinos understand the benefits of cannabis. Those people will be shopping in your store.
Oh,
And she's right.
totally. And everybody
She's
should be
right.
feeling better, which is the best part of this.
Yes.
Because not just right now, I think 13% of doctors know about the endocannabinoid system.
Yeah.
If you're not an endocrinologist, you're not have access to know about the endocannabinoid system. And that is sad. That is really bad. Like, come on, people, we can do better. We really, it's imagine if that is the percentage of the doctors here in a country where we speak this, like with more freedom than in any other space in the world, and that is for sure. How is outside this? Like the percentage of Latinos, the percentage of doctors is nothing.
Right.
Like we have to grow the knowledge in every direction, not just for Latinos, for everybody. So come on, people.
You can do this.
Yes, and the book is going to be in English soon too.
What an awesome book. This is the best birthday present I will ever have given my brother.
Yeah.
I mean, I call him Uncle Darren, but that's because I have a son. So we always speak about the,
So you're
Uncle Darren.
Oh, that's so
Yeah. Happy birthday, Uncle Darren.
happy birthday. Yes.
That he just posted an article from Memphis, Tennessee's Spanish language, like alternative magazine day.
I love it. So he will also, let me know. Give me your feedback, Uncle Derek. I really want to know. Yeah, thank you.
Well, VWorks is going to be helping you go to Mexico.
Yes.
You have an affiliate link now, so when she shares a VWork ad, that's helping her pay for her trip
Yeah.
to go down there and educate.
Outstanding. Have we talked about that yet?
Yeah.
Well, we did.
Okay. Sorry. It takes me a while to get set up.
So when you, so
Yeah, it will be
today-
amazing. So I'm gonna let everybody know. Les voy a dejar saber cuál es el código para que cuando compren los productos de VWorks, un porcentaje de esa compra nos va a ayudar a llevar el libro a México. Así que gracias VWorks. Thank you very much. And I'm gonna let anyone know about the code later. We're gonna post something. I'm probably gonna take a picture
Yes.
of this moment. Everybody, let's take a picture. Okay, so that's the picture that I'm gonna have, and you will follow the link and have all your products of Beaver. Esa es la foto que va a salir para el post que voy a poner con todos los links de los productos Beaver que nos van a ayudar a llevar este magnífico libro. Gracias a México, a Expo Weed. Expo Weed is really an amazing expo, actually. This is one of the, I think it's the third time that I'm gonna be there.
I wish I was going with you.
Oh, I love it. I love it since
Where's it
day
at?
one. It's at Mexico City. And I've been blessed to be part of this conference. These conferences all over the world, being able to do my education and expand my knowledge as well, because the amount of people that in these conferences, the quality of the speakers, it's incredible. They're really, really good. I love it. I love that in Mexico and like in everywhere. They also, I was also invited to Expo Medellín in Colombia. There's Canaciencia, and of course Cannabis Salud, that is Lorena baby, and I love and I support the PR for that event. So I'm super excited to help. And there's everywhere in Spanish, in Spain, there's a lot of places and a lot of conferences going on in the world that are willing to help their market and to help their community, because again, the speakers are, it's not because I'm one of them.
Assume she's the worst speaker. How awesome is that conference going to be?
Yes. No. It's really full of doctors and of knowledge that people from that country will need. So helping me and helping Cana Latino and helping the book get there as well, it's going to help a lot of people to get this information and to being able to educate their small communities as well, and their families and their kids. And next generation, hopefully they're going to be better. I have that hope.
Yeah,
I think so.
right.
Yeah.
And breaking that stigma, especially in, because plant medicines, and there's a lot of superstition about different, and we know what ayahuasca does, and we call it the spirit vine, but there's other toxins there that they say that are, will take your
Exactly.
mind, and they've lumped that superstition cannabis into that,
Hey.
and so made it just another level. Not only will you go to jail and it's all this horrible things, but it's supposed to be able to really harm you on a soul level. So let's break, getting rid of that, get it out of that classification.
Exactly, and we have already enough chemicals that it can damage us in the
Yeah, I call them
in our
pharmaceuticals.
fingertips. Exactly. I never had ayahuasca for like never ever. I have pills, tons. All of you name it.
Right.
I can make a list of everything that I try, but it doesn't and it get well with my system or whatever. So it's like a whole process going, bringing you back and forward from moods, from pains, from dependencies, from horrible days and weeks and in life, and it's really a bad situation where they put you. The drugs, they should be they should be regulated as they are, and with the reality, with science behind. We have in our supermarkets, in our company, in our store there, you can buy nature stuff. You can buy belladonna can kill you in a higher dosage, and you don't see people killing each other with belladonna every day.
And caffeine.
Exactly, sugar for what it gets, and you don't see people. So we have some access to drugs, and we're being proven also to be okay if people explain what it is. If not, of course our teenagers are gonna be upset. They're gonna be calling the attention of those attract to those other drugs,
Right.
to the darkness and everything, because they don't tell you. They we're
It's the taboo.
totally,
the-
and we're not
can't
being honest with our kids. So we really have a community right now that is looking for the extreme.
What they're finding in the legal states is that teen use of cannabis has dropped.
When as soon as you make it legal, it goes. It's not interested anymore.
And it's not taboo. It's not as dangerous. The thrill is gone. Everybody's dad has it.
And you can talk about it. Exactly. And old people do it, so it's not in anymore.
Yeah.
you want
your
to take
grandma has
everything.
it.
Exactly. You want to take everything from the kids, from the teenagers. Just give it to an old person.
Yeah.
And make it famous for the old person. They will never use it again.
I was talking to this guy who's just a little bit older than me about AA, or what is it, AARP? And at some point you should give up and join AARP, because they've got like good discounts or something, and like when you start, I guess, getting to that age, like you start liking the clothes.
Find it interesting.
like
I'd rock that.
yeah.
I probably would do that. That sounds like fun.
At some point, that's your magazine. Just be like, that's a pretty sweet jacket you got on there.
But that's why we need to have WAARP.
Yeah.
WAARP.
Yeah, mine is really good.
WAARP.
I do anything. I go. But give me the right medication. Otherwise, I will be suffering and in a bad situation. So you don't even want me there.
Yeah. W.
I really dream into build a cannabis retirement home. Because I really think it's important. For example, in my case, I'm a mental patient, and if I go, of course, I still have a few years that. But if I go senile, if I need a home in my future, I will go back to for a prescription. I will go back to regular medication. I will go back to lorazepam. Like you don't
You
find
have no
homes that
choice.
exactly they will give you the medication that you need. So it's not just for me. I think also imagine the generations that have more closer at that time, how worried they have to be. I think we should help to have that as well. One of our missions, we love missions.
Yes.
This is one of our mission. I really dream with that. I have even see the place already. Like
Well, we have some friends in the community that are doing educational classes in nursing homes, and
yes,
I would like to see us have a cannabis hospice.
that's amazing.
You know?
That would be like the best, especially because for dementia, it's been amazing. I have one of my cousins. He's also a chef, and his mom just passed. And he's actually writing a book about how the food can help you, and he include cannabis on it, because on those dietary supplements and dietary things that it can help you, cannabis is one of them. When I was telling you the food make you feel normal, that's one of the things that boosts your spirit when you're sick. But it's also one of the things that we forget. We forgot that God put medicine in our food. So if we eat the right things, we're going to feel better. If we eat the wrong things and we take pills, we're not doing what this body is supposed to be doing. Like we don't know how to metabolize all the stuff. So we really have to think, and I think go back to the basic and use the medications first, and it's not going to kill you like cannabis. That's what I'm saying. It's so important to legalize and to decriminalize and declassify from that Schedule 1.
What I want to see happen is more research on cannabis in relationship to other plant medicines. Like I've lived a life of plant medicine. I love aloe. Aloe is my big thing. I grew up, but spices. Our medicine cabinet is full of medicine.
Of course.
I mean, our spice cabinet is full of medicine.
Everything is, and for example, there's people that grow rosemary with cannabis, and they don't know that probably that contact with the rosemary it trigger epilepsy attacks.
Yes, it sure does.
People that even smoke that cannabis close to the rosemary, there's some patients that have been having like attack of epilepsy even with cannabis. It's because they have like so close that they infuse each other, and even that tiny little thing, it can be sensitive with cannabis. Right. And that is a reaction that we totally have to study, for example.
Yeah, I want to know a lot more about that than I do right now.
Yeah.
It's the first I've heard of
I
it.
completely avoid rosemary.
Google, Mr. Google have that one too.
Mr.
In
Google.
English, there's a lot of research, but I think that happened in, I want to say California, but I don't know if people in Colorado were gonna kill me if it was here. But it's like I'm not saying it because one is better than the other one. I'm saying it because I don't remember where I read it, but in one of these two happened.
Well, it's interesting how companion planting is probably what they were doing. Which is really popular because it helps cut down on weeds and what have you.
And everything. Rosemary and lavenders are the most famous plants to use against bugs.
Right. And then there's like lemongrass. There's another one that's grown for bugs. And citronella.
Love citronella.
Yeah, but what would that do next to a cannabis plant?
I have no clue.
Because they're both so terpy.
I have no clue.
So.
Your backyard sounds like a great place to try this.
Yes.
Totally, yeah.
Oh, last year at this time, we had such a wonderful party at your house.
Yeah, we have to repeat it. Let's do it. I have right now. Let's do it in August before I go to Mexico. We can probably close this celebration and to thank all your help. Let's. You're the organizer of the party in my house, so just follow her. She will let you know when. And
another can of fam brunch.
Totally, and we can play as a band. Oh my God, we have a band also.
And that's something else we've been wanting to do too, is get more cannabis-friendly musicians in here.
Yes.
So we need to have you back with your husband and the band.
And the whole band is amazing.
Oh, that would be so fun.
Yeah,
That really
play
would.
here. Oh,
that would be really fun.
Totally.
Let's just
we totally fit here. This space.
take a
right
day
back
and
here.
just do whatever we
You
want.
see where is this chair here? We're gonna put the drums.
There you go.
You see if I have more space. You see, like in the front, that is our back. That's what I'm saying. The front is our back.
All of this.
Perfect. Yeah.
We're reflected through the. If you think about it, what's the opposite of up?
Down.
Down, right? And the opposite of front is back. If you look in a mirror, it's interesting to think about what we are. We're inverted through a different axis when you look in a mirror.
Because
Like you can't do the.
this is my right originally. But
We'll do a whole
that's
show
my
about
left.
that.
Totally, yes, and probably psychedelic because it seems like we are like in something else. Like, what?
Yes, you do.
But no, it's just who we are.
Yeah.
We are that fun.
Yeah.
That happens when your endocannabinoid system is good and it's working, and your spirit is in a good place because you're helping others. That's the best. That's the best feeling that I can find, and it really helps you to recover the plasticity of your brain, help others.
Oh, it does. Well, you can rewire your brain. If all you do is talk about negative things and you post negative things, that's all you're going to see.
In your life,
But if you make a conscious effort to be grateful and loving and thoughtful, then your brain is going to start looking for those situations.
Exactly.
Do you believe in Sasquatch?
Of course, you don't?
I do.
Okay, and slash.
I'm going
I also believe in
Sasquatch
slash.
hunting.
Really? Oh my God, where?
We're going Sasquatch hunting.
Yeah.
We're doing it. Well, we did the ghost for the Halloween special last year, so this year's going to be Sasquatch.
Okay, where is it? Sasquatch is not more
think-
like for the Everglades or he? No, Sasquatch.
I think
is,
maybe
it could be-
Eastern Oklahoma right now looks like it's the front runner.
Oh,
it's-
okay. Do you have
Trust
like a
me.
Sasquatch in Mr. Google? Do you have like a Sasquatch
Like
tracking?
database that, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
No
So
way.
work has gone into this, and not by us, but by other people. But we did Google it, and so I think Eastern Oklahoma looks like the front runner.
I thought you were
with-
giving up on that because you didn't want to be in a tick area.
I'm having trouble with ticks,
Ever since we did this wonderful
Lyme
show,
disease.
for Jenny
Tell you
Gold.
what.
Shout out Jenny Gold.
Like what do you? The only thing
But is
that
Oklahoma one of the states where the ticks
Yeah.
are infected?
I don't know.
Because you
There's
have to
just
have the
ticks there.
infection, the tick. If
I
a
know.
regular tick
I know.
bites
I'm
you,
just a
you're not
little
gonna-
anti-tick.
I was
And I
bitten.
think that
I'm from
might-
Venezuela. I was bitten by a tick more than one time, and nothing happened. I have dengue, but for a mosquito.
You what?
Had dengue?
Dengue?
Yes.
How about a assassin bug? Did you have any assassin bug?
No, are you
problems?
kidding me? No. Caracas is
Chagas
like New
disease.
York. No, but there's
Here's a joke.
it's super close
do you have
to the
Chagas
Amazonas,
disease?
so
'Cause,
we have
girl,
a lot
you
of
got a
mosquitoes
big
infected
heart.
with everything. What?
I just made up a joke.
Tell me.
Do you have Chagas disease? Because, girl, you've got a big heart.
Oh, you can do that with filarcia too.
Philarcia?
Because it open your big worm will open your heart. That's horrible. They were horrible people, yeah. But if you don't make jokes in life,
Right.
what else?
Do you know any jokes?
Okay, I don't know, but I love jokes. I love it. Let's do it.
¿Cómo
Yeah.
sabes que alguien no habla español?
I don't know.
Porque piensan que esto es una broma. Dang it. God. Wait,
So this is a joke.
wait, now tell it for real.
Ok, y el chiste decía así. ¿Cómo sabes que alguien no habla español? Porque
Why?
piensas,
¿Por qué?
porque piensas que esto es una broma. Oh, I love it. We were preparing this, lo estuvimos preparando. Travis trató, he tried his best, he did it great. I think he sounds amazing. Yeah, yo creo que lo... A ver, everybody who's out there, tell me, ¿ustedes entendieron, todos los que están allá afuera y hablan español, entendieron en algún momento lo que dijo Travis? Porque Él se preparó, él trató. I'm just saying that you try, and like everybody to tell you know, how you did it.
When the joke attempt needs an apology, you know that you really messed it up.
No, I was trying to explain it in English what we were saying in you know, like in Spanish what we were saying in English.
Oh, wait, we didn't
So
say
it could
the
really
joke.
be a joke.
Yeah. How do you know that somebody doesn't speak Spanish? Because they think this is a joke. It's perfect.
Exactly, it is.
perfect.
And it was the perfect joke for the perfect moment.
Perfect moment.
High five.
How do people get a hold of you?
Canalatino.com or in Cana Latino in Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all Cana Latino. Also, Danielle Espinal in Amazon. You can buy the book in the next 2 weeks in English, pero ahora pueden comprar el libro en Amazon. En español ya está ahí. Pueden bajarlo en Kindle o también pueden tenerlo en físico. Recuérdense también de ayudarnos. Remember to help us on our GoFundMe and also to buy all the products from Beaver so we can have that help as well. Thank you very much, guys, for doing that.
Thank you.
Gracias. Y acuérdense que vamos a poner el post para comprar todos los productos en Beaverx, para que todos los productos de Beaverx que ustedes compren van a tener un porcentaje que va a ser donado también para el libro, y esperemos que no solo sea para México, sino también para llevarlo a Colombia, a Ecuador, a Chile, a Uruguay, a Argentina, a España, everywhere. So I'm saying that we can take the book everywhere. So
We can take this book everywhere.
Yeah, if they buy enough, I will go to every conference, and that's a great help to support our cause. So, gracias. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Danielle. Frequent guest, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Cana fam. I was so happy to hear that you were coming in today. That really did make my day.
I was super happy as well.
Cool. Thanks, Julie, for setting this up. For everything that you do. Thank you, everybody, for joining. And as always, I'm Travis Lippert reminding you, if you don't get hemp here, get hemp somewhere.
Except in China.
Yeah, except in China.
Oh, wait, I almost stopped. I'm going to switch over to that so that I can do some cards at the end of this video. I'm going to play some more Adrian Zelski. America. I say Adrian Zelski, I mean subconscious, but HGHC,
No.
International Hemp Exchange, but I'll put some cards up here at the end of this video. Promote some stuff, but thanks. Thanks, Danielle.
That's amazing. I'm going to keep saying, waving, because people do the, well, it's always a lot of people. How many people we have connected?
A bunch.
Right?